Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. Going to show you an Elmo Single-8 8S-40. I'm always going on about how more superior Single-8 cameras are more than the Super 8. But here I have to tell you to avoid, in my opinion, this model of Single-8 camera. And here's why. Alright? You know, you turn this over and open it up, and there comes the lens cap off. At least that comes off easily. That's a good thing about it. You can open this thing up. Alright? Now, with Fujica cameras, when you take the cartridge, okay, a film here, and you're going to take this and you put it inside the film compartment. With Fujica, it just, on the average, it just slides right in. With this model, with this camera, it doesn't. You know, it's stuck up here. You have to wedge it down. You have to take it back out. You have to turn the spindle a bit. Okay, is what you have to do. Up here, this spring-loaded tab, you have to kind of push it in with the cartridge, you know, a bit. And at the same time of doing this, you got to get the film in between the pressure plate and the gate right here, all right? Until sometimes you hear it snap. All right, and still, I don't feel comfortable with that. You got to make sure and check around the corners. Up in here, or at the end of my pencil eraser, that the cartridge of film is seated properly. All right? And probably the worst thing about it, besides that, are these two things right here, these two supports. The metal and the rubber. Okay? And when I got this camera, it had this cartridge of film in it. Okay? And I opened it up, and when I did, okay, it opened right up. But when I opened this camera up, these two pressure points right here, these two pressure supports, all right, you can see this right here on the tape, all right, at the end of my pencil eraser. Here's a round circle and another round circle. These things at the end of my pencil eraser here that support the film, they press on this film cartridge so bad that it pushes the plastic in, okay? And I'm wondering how much damage that could actually do to the film inside, or could potentially crack the cartridge. Now, it did not on this, but I don't think that's very healthy for the cartridge and for the film inside. All right? And you're always wondering, I'm wondering if the film would actually be able to be seated properly, okay, and work properly. So, and when you can tell when you pull this out, it just doesn't work right. You know, you have to check everything. It doesn't go in as smoothly as a Fujica camera. So on these, you have to put it in the film in between the gate and the pressure plate. And then up here by my finger, you got to kind of push this in to get it to seat properly. And again, look up here. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I really don't like that it pushes this, you know, so firmly down onto the cartridge like that. These two supports right here. It's just not healthy. Wow, see, I got to pull that out. It's really difficult to do. It's really difficult for that thing. What I do like about it, it's heavy. It's an attractive camera. You know, don't get me wrong. I really like the way it looks. The battery compartment is up here. You have one tab here, the silver one. You have another one on this side, which you can press just like that, and this part comes open. Open this up. To those of you who don't know, pull out the battery compartment, and here it is, and you unscrew this deal with your thumb and finger and put the batteries in there. You always want to make sure, of course, this is clean inside. All right, that type of deal. So snap that back in, press these two buttons, and it just pops back in just like that. All right. What I do like about it came with all the pieces right here. All right. So I've got the handle. It came with the original case, but if I'm even using the camera, I wouldn't even use the original case because they're not protective enough, as we know. They're pretty, but not practical. Okay. Open it up, and it's nice and clean inside of there for the most part. Okay. And if you can see it, there we go. Okay. So the only thing I've gotten out of this is that my wife, she likes the case, and I suppose she's going to use it as a pocketbook or purse. So I'm going to give this to her. The straps are original and intact, and it hasn't been redone. So there you are. If I was a collector, you know, this would be great, but I'm not into collecting cameras. I'm into making experimental films, and my cameras are tools that I can use to do the job. All right. So to me, this camera right here is too hard on these cartridges, which are very important to make your movie. They press down the cartridge, and in my opinion, they press down on the film and could cause issues. All right. And the transportation of the film inside, and also possibly in processing, right? And maybe scratch or something like that. So there you go. In my opinion, the Elmo Single-8 8S-40 is a no-go. I just don't find that it's safe for the film cartridge and for the film inside. I really don't. Okay? So if you're a collector and you got a camera like this, and you want something pretty to put on your shelf, then it's great. Maybe you got a working one. Okay? Maybe it works for you. But for me, again, cameras are tools for filmmaking, and that is the bottom line. And I want to make sure it goes in the cartridge of film smoothly and efficiently, and everything works. All right? And I don't want any potential for the film being harmed and send it off to processing, and it comes back, and I lose a lot of money in, you know, processing fees potentially, or any other type of mishap. All right? Do contact me at the social media outlets provided on the screen, and remember, as always, do subscribe. Until next time, see ya.